Welcome, friends. Salutations, and again, hearty congrats as well as gratitudes for being with me in trying to share this great knowledge of Geeta to help us in having correct understandings, attitudes, abilities, empowerments for our performance in the outer and inner worlds, for our success, and for our contribution to the world at large. Like every day, today also three topics. The first one, the mantrocharana. Today Hanumanji will be remembered. Then a common sense thought, and in Gita. In Gita today, third chapter will have verses 25 and 26. Bhagavan talks here about what? As regard the intensity, involvement, and hard work is concerned. Each of us have to work so intensely, so hard, just like a extremely selfish person works. But only with the difference that let us work with yajna bhavana, but not with selfishness. It is better to be selfish and work for your own sustenance than depending on others. At least you are not a dependent or liability to the world or the society. But only a selfish person goes on working, that won't be sufficient for the world's all type of progress. Therefore, there must be some people who should work selflessly. More than that, when we have to shift from the worldly achievements and successes to spirituality, what makes every activity of life spiritual is only when there is no selfishness, no ego. So the Bhagavan is very consciously warning us or making us aware how to slowly evolve in life. Work with same vigor and vitality, intensity, involvement, but remove that it is for me wala selfishness. One shloka talks about this in 25. We will see. 26th Bhagavan says, Dekho, in this world there are so many lazy fellows not working. Some only are working and working for their own selfishness. So, talking to them about all this philosophy and all, don't make them lazy. Let them not be disturbed in their conviction. Rather, Bhagavan tells, these are the messages to the spiritual people. What they do in their own immaturities, ignorances, that सब कुछ छोड़कर ध्यान करो परमात्मा को पाओ. In this way, people, those who are not yet qualified for it, and so beautifully working in the world and serving the world, they go and disturb those people with these thoughts. And such people, because they are not qualified, they don't grow spiritually. And because of this person's misguidance, they gave up their wonderful hard work of either selfishness or contribution. There were both ways he gets destroyed. Therefore, Bhagavan says, you move along with the working people in the same direction as they are, slowly, steadily, showing to them the goal ultimate, mold them, but till that time, don't disturb them, don't create the confusion dilemma in their minds. The biggest crime we commit, the two crimes we told you, first crime is the destruction of the faith in a person. Second is what? Followed by it, creating a confusion or dilemma. When these two are done to anyone by us, we have done the highest crime. We can be made as pakoda in any of the Naraka, Kumbhi Pak. So Bhagavan says, don't do these two nonsenses. And you work with them. Then, when you do that way, they also come together. First, let us learn to work for the selfishness. Then, let us learn to work for the world at large. Then, let us work for the Lord. Then, let us work for our own final spiritual evolution. In this way, make a systematic, doubtless plan properly, and then step by step evolve while functioning. So these are the two main things in Karma Yoga, important things to be learnt. Bhagavan Krishna talks about these two in verse 25, 26 that we will do today. So first let us do our mantrocharana. Om, 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 Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahay, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. See, every day one mantra we are learning. We started on Friday. We said Om Aim Hrim Shrim Shri Matre Namaha. Then we learnt Om Namo Narayanaya. Then we learnt Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yesterday we learned the mantra, being Monday, Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya. Today's mantra is smaller than smallest and very powerful, and you all will love it. That is about Lord Hanumanji. See, Nasai Roga Harai Savapira Japata Nirantara Hanumata Veera. So to भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुबिरई हनुमत बलवीरा. So we chant it all in Hanuman Chalisa. So there are so many mantras that we on Hanumanji we can do. Today we learn only one mantra of 4 letters. That is Hanumate. So Om and Namaha, when you add in the beginning and the end, it becomes Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. It's only one Lord Hanumanji who is the inclusive of all the three Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Because in the next Kalpa he is going to be the Brahma. Here he is the Shiva's Amsha, and Lord Vishnu he is a Bhakta of Lord Vishnu or Rama, and Rama is so much in the heart of Hanumanji. So that way, Sri Hanumanji is a Chiranjeevi. Ashwatthama Balirvyasaha Hanumansya Vibhishanaha Krupa Parashuramasya Saptaite Chirajeevinaha. So we being Sanatana Dharmins, Indians, definitely we believe in Paramatma's presence and the blessings which we invoke through our devotion. So, Om Shri Hanumate Namaha is a mantra. Again, 1,08,000 target. Before that, every day, at least 108 times. Now we will do 27. Then you do remaining 81 at home. At least make it one mala. Then, as the earlier mantra's target is being achieved, you take up this. So, throughout life, there should be mantra Shakti invoked, divine grace invoked through the chanting of the mantras like this japam as well as shlokas. It should become a habit. Like we regularly do our work or business to keep on earning money for our livelihood survival, so too to keep us on the right human beings track of humanity, track of honesty, loyalty, values, spirituality, evolution, we need divine blessings. They are invoked through this. And very much Bhagavan is there. Just now I was watching in TV that in one of the villages in temple, Sri Mahalakshmi Mata opened the eye. It's such a cute one to see. You just see it. Today's date is 22nd November 2022. 22/11/2022. Very unique day. 22/11/22. 22/11/22. Very unique day also today. Last day of this Kartika Somvar also. Huh. 22/11/22. YouTube, you can see in some TV9 channel. So it's so wonderful to see. The mother clearly eyes open. He's just looking like that. Just to give us an idea, okay, I'm there. Keep worshipping. I have my own ways of blessing. You don't worry. Let's not take every spirituality as only the mudhata or only the belief in a delusory beliefs. No, no, no. If for the Lord is not there, how can the entire world run that way? Bhagavan is everywhere there. Yesterday we showed you. Hmm. Hmm. Name partha asti varte evacha karmani. Even though I have nothing to gain or lose, nor even kartavya, I go on working continuously. When we were discussing this thought yesterday, didn't we explain with all reasons, example, logics, how Bhagavan is working in our own body in so many forms, in the entire trees for our plant kingdom, animal kingdom, in the planetary kingdom. Everywhere it is His presence which is going on working. So how can you deny His presence? He is there. Always the divine power is there. Please have faith in that. So I'm so happy to see Mother. Just closed eyes and prayed, Hey Mother, bless all the people, especially these great youngsters who are listening Bhagavad Gita to equip their intellect with powerful, correct, authentic knowledge so that they support the entire nation tomorrow in its financial, economic, international leadership as well as even its tradition, culture, and spirituality. That's what was my prayer to Mother. Even now also I am praying to her. Look at that. Nice it is. So Bhagavan, Bhagavati, very much they are there. There's no doubt. I have to no doubt, Baba. Wonderful. I enjoy it. And the more we through devotion worship, even the darshanam also comes to us. Don't go to the Nastikas who spoil your mind and all. Okay. Now, Om Sri Hanumate Namaha. Remember Hanumanji in whatever form you like in the heart. Chant this 12, this mantra 27 times and pray to him. Give us buddhi, balam, yasha, dhairyam, nirvaitam, arugata, ajadya, vakpatutvam. Hey Hanuman, as powerful, successful you are, please bless us also to be. Like feeling so? Let us chant. I'll keep a count 27 times. Start. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. 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 Wonderful, friends. Now, the common sense thought for the day. Very important, and many of you are aware also. Much I need not share with you, but then still, as we are doing every day, today also we'll do one thought. Today's common sense thought is what? Ki, see the youngsters all over the world. So too in our own country, east, west, north, south. How many of them are destroying their own lives and careers and beautiful opportunities and all the resources given by the Lord and parents, etc., just because of one thing called as addiction. So, just open the eyes and see such a beautiful life of human being. At one side, you can see the youngsters working, achieving such great things in different fields for themselves and serving the nation. In the other side, becoming addicted to the drugs and drinks and destroying such a beautiful life, such a wonderful human life. You know, variety of the cancers, the lung infections, then lifespan reduced and all killing themselves. And once one gets addicted to that, then the money is not available. Then they loot from parents and beat them also. Then become criminal in the world and do all the thefts, etc. And then you are caught by the police, put in the jail, and such a terrible, pathetic life. Do you want to go through that? Sharam nahi aata. Can't you have that much observation of the great human life given to you and the observation of the world? How, when people or youngsters, especially, are not wise enough, they are destroying themselves? Do you want to be like that? Please remember in life, throughout, take a vow and commitment to all these drugs or smokings or drinks, etc. You are not going to even look at them. They are the Sarvanashana demo, destroying demons, they are. Rakshasa. But nowadays the youngsters working all the corporate places and all BPOs, वन एक देख के दूसरे को सब अपने आप को सत्यानाश कर रहे मूर्ख लोग. Bewakoof number one. You be careful. I know you are not that, but then nothing can be taken for granted. There are enemies around you, those who don't want you to be good and noble like that. So they will offer you, they tempt you, they give you the money, they will try to logically or emotionally blackmail you. यार इस उम्र में नहीं तो और कब करेंगे, कुछ नहीं होगा. You please don't get carried away these sweet words. They are sweet words with poison behind. Do you want to be like the addict? See those youngsters ऐसे ऐसे करते हुए एक भूत पिशाच प्रेत की तरह. And how much the parents will suffer because of them. Do you want to hurt your parents who gave their everything for you like this? Your brothers and sisters, your family members, relatives, getting humiliated in the society. In that family, that fellow is there who is an addict. Health is spoiled, money is spoiled, opportunities are gone, talents are gone, career is wasted, life is destroyed. Do you want to be like that? Never ever give a chance. Full stop throughout life. मैं मरूंगा लेकिन उसको टच नहीं करूंगा. ये कमिटमेंट जिंदगी भर रखो. Then you have saved yourself from such a great calamity or destruction. Common sense thought. Don't give pain to your parents. Don't suffer yourself also. Go and see in the hospitals. Smoking, and lung cancer came in that ICU. The lung, one third is removed, and they have put all the pipes through that. All this food is given and all. इतना pathetic life. चाहिए तुमको क्या? You want like that? बेवकूफ ना, मना कर दो अभी. Don't think it is light. मेरे को कुछ नहीं होगा. Every stupid fellow riding two wheeler thinks like that only कि मेरे को कुछ नहीं होगा. That is only for 2 seconds. He will not. At one moment inadvertent, he just commits accident, dead. How many youngsters are dying because of one moment's carelessness through accidents? So too, मुझे कुछ नहीं होगा वाला wrong thought. And then justifying all this nonsense, especially little above than rich class, middle class वाले पॉकेट पे पापा पैसे दे रहे हैं, then क्लास स्पेंड करना अच्छा काम तो आता नहीं, therefore उड़ा रहे हैं बच्चों के साथ, दोस्तों के साथ. Drugs, alcohols, cigars, throughout life they have to be away from you. That's it. Full stop. There's no thought about it. This is my humble suggestion and order to you and request to you. That's all. You are studying Bhagavad Gita here. You have to become more and more purified and divinized in succeeding in such a beautiful manner. 1,000 people should look at you and get an example as an inspiration, for inspiration. That not just don't keep it only an ideal, it is. Be practical. Then what to do? I'm not telling 20, 30 things for you to practice. Only one. But don't entertain. Don't go there. Don't allow that thought to become stronger in you. One idea I'll give you is what? Same thing. Understand and observe and accept what distractions we will have when we indulge in them. Out of that fear, you can hate them and you can throw them away. See, anything we will do when we love it, and anything we will not do when you hate it. And in anything, when you see good things, you start loving it. And anything are buddy, when you see the bad, you start hating. That's called as Pratipaksha Bhavana. Dosha Drishti कहते हैं. No, I told you Dosha Drishti. Money is wasted, health is wasted, parents are troubled, everybody is troubled, you are a burden, liable to the society. And with that addiction, get admitted in the mental hospital or in any other hospital, become a criminal. Such a golden human life. Do you want to destroy like that? Keep on remembering it. Then those thoughts will never come. Even other fellow attempts, you will be able to say no. Save yourself. Common sense. This is 50%. The second 50% is what? Once you are committed not to indulge in these things and save your money, health, career, everything, take a vow. Take a pratigna, take a commitment that whoever are there in your friends circle, with your own all types of efforts possible, all types of the sacrifices possible. See to it that in all your friend circle, not even one also is an addict or victim to these things. Just like to your own self, you don't want to destroy your health. You want your friends to get destroyed. You don't want to waste your money. Do you want your friends' money to be wasted? You want to don't want to destroy your life and career, but अपने दोस्त बंधुओं का करना चाहते हो क्या? कराना, करते देना, करने होते हुए देना, देखना. So too, like you don't want your parents to suffer, why should your children, friends' parents should suffer? As much you have to save yourself, equally you have to do all your programs. You do the गाना लिखो या कुछ भी भजन करो या कोई भी ऐसे नाटक वगैरह बनाओ, यूट्यूब का बनाओ. See to it that all your friends etc. also freed from this world destroying enemy. Whoever may be in any nook and corner of the world, why should any of the youngster suffer because of this negativity and people around them suffer because of him? Because our smoking, how much passive smoking is entering to the old people, the ladies, the children, the patients, and they are getting destroyed because of us. Should we do that? So not only we avoid ourselves, but take a vow. मेरे लाइफ में कम से कम कुछ तो कुछ लोगों को जो भी मेरे सर्कल में है उन सबको इन सब के आदतों से छुड़वाऊंगा अगर वो लोग ऑलरेडी है तो और या नहीं बनने दूंगा. One of our family, close relation, he used to smoke, not much, little. But then we children, his children and we brothers, six of them, us, 3 days we fasted, telling him ki unless you stop smoking, we don't going to eat. Almost the 6 days away, the 3 4 days not eating, we were all so much weak. Then he understood. Then he really was a smoker. He gave it up. Till now, he is never again touched into. Left to him, he is 80 years old. He is living healthy. Otherwise, उसका आदत बन के पूरा सत्यानाश होता था. I am happy in my life. At least to 25 to 30 youngsters or people, I made them stop these things through various activities, programs. It is destructive. Full stop. Anything destructive, we should not entertain. There is no logic, other thing. There is no justification. There is no discussion. So you first and foremost use common sense. Don't get into these nonsense. So too, take it a vow or a commitment or a pratigna that in your friends and circle, all the relative circle, all of them are free from this nonsense. Instead of that, being together, make some creative, constructive plannings and programs for yourself. The awareness programs, the welfare programs. In that way, you use your energies, your talents, and your opportunities of being together. And whatever is said, is it wrong? Am I selfish in this in any way? Am I misguiding you? And then when you grow, get married, then that wife, bechari, because I tell you, so many wives are suffering. Young, newly married, साल 2 साल, पता नहीं स्वामी क्या करूँ, उसको छोड़ भी नहीं सकता हूँ, रह भी नहीं सकता. Every day he drinks, every day. When I look at that young girl, बेटी, मेरे को आंखों में पानी, अभी क्या करूँ मैं अभी उसको बेवकूफ. He says his own justification of friends के साथ घूमना होता है, बैठना होता है. अरे you are torturing her. She says, I will not have children, Swamini, because they will be spoiled seeing all that. She's suffering, the many suffering. The whole family suffers. Oh, baap re baap. शर्म नहीं आता रे बेवकूफ. Are you of that type? Are you Indian or not? Or what? Are you not an Indian? Are you not a Hindu, Sanatan Dharmi? Or are you not a human being or a youth? How can you? They are the guts. The real guts, real manliness is not in doing the negative stupid things, बेटा. पॉजिटिवली होना है, इन सारे नॉनसेंस को छोड़ना है. When you look back in your life, there should be all the incidents of sacrificing this nonsense and the incidents of taking up hard work to serve. ऐसे वाले बहुत सारे incidents होना चाहिए, not the negative. Not only I am telling you this, I am ordering you. That's it. Commanding you, demanding from you, requesting also. suggesting also, advising. Never ever enter into this nonsense and save your friends. This is what is simple but very important common sense thought for the day. Why is common sense? Because you are looking at the people around destroying. Still, if you don't follow, then you don't have common sense. Senseless fellow you are. But my children are not like that. I am fully confident on you. Thank you. Now come to our Bhagavad Gita, Shlokas 25 and 26 of chapter 3. So I told you what are the main thoughts in these two shlokas. First one is what? On the name of service or spirituality, etc., don't be lazy. Rather, you be more vigorously working than a person who is working for selfishness and without selflessly become a guide and inspiration to them. Point one, it is this. Second is what? When somebody is not in a detached mood of becoming spiritual, etc., and working in the world for his own salaries or growth and also for the contribution to the world, don't disturb that fellow. Don't misuse your philosophy, which you never practiced, on the people, demoralizing them, deactivating them, then making them non active or non performer. You know, Lord Krishna and all, he played with everyone. He did not sit lazily one place doing his japa, meditation, samadhi. He was working, while working only he taught to everyone. He was more vigorously working than anyone, but what made him God was he was selfless. He worked for all, not for himself. So, working we have to do vigorously. From selfishness, we have to become selfless. One. As regards the others are working selfishly, don't demoralize them. Let them work. At least they are working for themselves. They are not liability to the world. बिकॉज हमारे बात एक कहे ना यद्यदाचरति श्रेष्ठ तत्तदेव इतरो जनः सोटु स यत् प्रमाणम कुरुते लोक तदनुवर्तते. So people are taking you as an example as well as pramanam authority. So if you misguide them with your words and action, you are a big destructor and sinner. Therefore, the thought is what? When the youngsters or anyone are working, encourage them. Don't demoralize them on any account, because we need workers. We need people to work hard in the world for sustaining development and growth. And what about you? Don't be lazy misguiding them. You also work with them more vigorously. The change difference between you and him is what? You are egoless and selfishness less. No selfishness, selfless. That person may be selfish. Doesn't matter. काम करना मुख्य है और आपके लिए सेल्फलेस रहना मुख्य है. दूसरों को सेल्फिश रहने दो, लेकिन काम करने दो, रोको मत. This is what is the thing. Performers are needed, contributors are needed, producers are needed, creators are needed in this world all the time. Not a liability is not working and depending on others and beggars. It is all depending on you. Let's not allow make our country like the Bangladesh or Sri Lanka or Pakistan. All of them, bechara, though they do millions of scams. Yesterday's latest scam in Sri Lanka, that lady, you know that. Our nation is in your hands. So you can never make our country beggar again. It was IMF. पूछते ही जाते थे पैसे. I mean, now we are the giver of the IMF money and others are getting loan from that International Monetary Fund. It depends on us. You and I as a youth can never afford to lose our abilities, talents on the name of laziness or entertainment, even spirituality. That will come later on. Be a contributor, be a producer, be a giver. In fact, I thought demand from you this. Not like the government service mentality, without working, claiming salary, and 2 hours they work, further also they claim overtime allowance. Nonsense. From you, I to expect what? Work for 12 hours, take salary for 8 hours, 4 hours, give for our nation. That should be your attitude. That's what makes you. And it is, you are capable of. Not that you know, that thing for which you are not capable. Why should we, how can we advise you? In countries like China, so much of productivity is coming because of this reason. They work 12 hours, 8 hours salary they take, 4 घंटे वो देश को दे देते हैं. That is how the productivity is so much in every field that they are able to export to every nation, everything. Purchasing or occupying or, commanding every market of every world. America, Japan, सब छोटे छोटे हो गए भी उसके सामने. Who is doing, youngsters? In the same way, work more, claim less. ऐसा होना चाहिए. You are also not working, and those who are working, उसको भी आप किसी काम से, for the sake of entertainment or lazing, boozing, or even for the sake of, on the name of spirituality, not allowing them to work. This is all destruction of the natural human resources. Never ever it is encouraged. Spirituality is dynamism and activeness. While working only, you become selfless. Become contributor. As your age grows, where you cannot physically work, then you are working mentally by giving the ideas and advices. After satisfactorily you have done all that, then you can withdraw and go for your spiritual sadhana. Keep the idea of spirituality right from beginning. But spirituality doesn't begin with non-activity right from the beginning. No. वो तो बाद में. पहले तो work hard. Work hard, work hard, work hard. That's it. कुरु कर्म एव तस्मात् त्वं कुरु कर्म एव. कुर्वन्नेवेह कर्माणि जिजीविषेत् शतकं समाः. Pray and try to live 100 years healthily, continuously working every moment. Else you are just committing your own suicide. That is what the Upanishad says. असुर्यानामते लोकाः अन्धेन तमसावृताः तान्ते प्रेत्या विगच्छन्ति एके च आत्महनुजनाः. You are killing yourself if you are not working and contributing. Clear? So that is the idea. Now the shlokas we will chant, meaning anyway I told you. Once more, word by word meaning I will tell. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geeta Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Shrimad Bhagavad Geeta Atha Trutiyodhyayah Karma Yoga Shri Bhagavanuvāca अथ पंचविंशतितम षड्विंशतितमौ श्लोकौ. So the words are सक्ताः कर्मणि अविद्वांसः यथा कुर्वन्ति भारत कुर्यात् विद्वान् तथा असक्तः चिकीर्षुः लोकसंग्रहम्. These are the words of 25th shloka. Second, 26th is na buddhi bhedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam. Then what to do? Joshayet sarva karmani vidvan yuktaha samachara. Very powerful, very beautiful, very sweet are these shlokas and words and the meanings and their application and their result. So like every day, let us chant these two shlokas two times. I will say it, repeat it. Say it, repeat it. Two shlokas. Once, again, second time. And I requested you, keep the book with you and keep chanting along with me and underline or note down the important points so that the treasure of Gita Jnanam should be always ready for your reference, practice, utility. Start. Om Sakta Karmanya Vidvamsaha Saktaha Karmanya Vidvamsaha Yatha Kurvanti Bharata Yatha Kurvanti Bharata Kuryad Vidvans Tatha Saktaha Kuryad Vidvans Tatha Saktaha Chikirshur Loka Sangraham चिकीर्षुर्लोक संग्रहम्. नेक्स्ट श्लोक. न बुद्धि भेदम जनयेत न बुद्धि भेदम जनयेत अज्ञानां कर्म संगिनाम् अज्ञानां कर्म संगिनाम् जोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि जोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि विद्वान् युक्तः समाचरन् विद्वान् युक्तः समाचरन्. Once more, again same way. सक्ताः कर्मण्य विद्वांसः सक्ताः कर्मण्य विद्वांसः यथा कुर्वन्ति भारत यथा कुर्वन्ति भारत कुर्यात् विद्वांस्तथा सक्तः कुर्याद् विद्वांस्तथा सक्तः चिकीर्षुर्लोकसङ्ग्रहम् चिकीर्षुर्लोकसङ्ग्रहम् न बुद्धिभेदं जनयेत् न बुद्धिभेदं जनयेत् अज्ञानां कर्मसङ्गिनां जोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि जोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि विद्वान् युक्तः समाचरन्. Now without repetition, just two slokas. Saktaha karmanya vidvamsaha yatha kurvanti bharat kuryad vidvans tatha saktaha chikirshur loka sangraham na buddhi bhedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karmani vidvan yuktah samacharan. Chanting also very important. Done. Now the meaning. Simple. Krishna addresses Arjuna in the shloka as Bharata. Oh my dear Indian. Bharatiya. I told you many a times meaning of Bharata. Two meanings are there. Bha means light, light of knowledge. Rata means reveling. The one who is reveling in the light of knowledge, not in the emotions and negative feelings. Behind is every goal set, every activity done, there is a correct, complete, authentic knowledge in which there is a benefit for himself and the world at large, inner and outer. That type of matured life, the one who is living, he is called as Bharata or Bharatiya or Sanatana Dharmi or Indian. And a Hindu minimum. Others also join, we welcome. Bharatiya we are. Okay. The other meaning Bharata means Bhava Raga Tala Yukta Jivanam. Bhava Raga Tala Yukta Jivana means the one who is working with the wisdom of the intellect, working with the love in the mind, and working vigorously with all the abilities and its strengths and powers. He is called as Bharatiya. So Bhagavan is addressing, Hey Bharata. And this Bharata name came to Bharatavarsha because of three great characters of our ancient Granthas, the name of Bharata. The three Bharatas. Therefore, our Desham is called Bharata Bhumi. Bharata Bhumi. One Bharata is the Jada Bharata, who is there in Bhagavad Puranam, 5th Skandham. The one who lived life of total selflessness and detachment and as a Mahagnani Yogi Siddha Purusha. Second is the Bharata, who is the Shakuntala and Dushyanta Putra. That Bharata, from childhood only, he used to play with the lions and tigers and ferocious animals. He used to tame them, curb them, play with them, command them. Because of him, the nation came named Bharat. Third one is Sri Ramachandra's brother, Sri Bharata. And we always talk about Sri Ramarajyam. Ramarajyam is not Ramarajyam when Rama ruled for 11,000 years. When Rama rules, what is great in it? He is Rama. Therefore, Rama ruled time is not called Ramarajya. Then, that time when Rama was in the forest for 14 years, on his name with total devotion, the way Bharata ruled that 14 years, that is called Ramarajya. He ruled as greatly, graciously as if Rama only. And what is the highest achievement of Bharata's ruling? That he never made even one person also his fan, nor he allowed even one person to forget Bhagwan Rama. In such a way that when Ram Bhagwan came, he surrendered himself along with the kingdom and every praja to Bhagwan's feet as a servant only. That is called as Ramaraj. A Raja, when he takes care of Praja in such a way and without claiming anything to himself and tunes everyone to the divinity, that Raja is so great and he is Bharata. That Rajam is called Bharata or Ramarajam. That is called Bharatavarsha, India. It's like that, so many things you can listen and learn. So Bharata is the word Krishna is addressing to Arjuna here, and we are all Bharatiya. So we have to learn all these things, and we should what do you say, sustain our this great Bharata Nama by ourselves working like that. Okay. Now having told you the meaning of name Bharata and Bharata, now come to the shloka. Hey Bharata, hey Arjuna, Saktaha. Sakta means people attached to the results. Karmani, karma phale, those who are attached to the results, how do they work? Yatha kurvanti. Avidvamsa means they are not wanting to grow spiritually. These two shlokas are little more spiritual. Then along with spiritual, we will be teaching for both of us. We also learn as youngsters for our own self. So, avidvamsaha, those who don't know about the Lord, ignorant, how because of their desire for the fulfillment, desires of the world, involved in the activities which fulfill their desire, honest noble activities, how vigorous they are, how hard working they are, how all the time they are in that busy mood. So avidvamsaha karmani saktaha yatha kurvanti, sakta karmani avidvamsa yatha kurvanti, how disciplined, how systematic, how hard working, how anticipating that results, with that excitement they work. In the same way, just like the Avidwan for the Phala result, he works hard and vigorous. So too Vidwan also. Vidwan also should work in same spirit. Sakta karmana vidvam seta kurvanti bharata. First line is explained. Second line is kuryat vidwan. Vidwan also with same vigor and vitality, hard work he should do, but asakta. He should not be attached to the fall. Then what will happen? Chikirshu Loka Sangraham. He will be working for doing the Loka Sangraha, means integrating the people, synergizing their talents, putting in front the great goals for the society, and making them, all of them, work for that common goal called as Yajna. Then he is the one in his vision, or in his supervision, in his leadership. The entire world, or the country, or nation, or the group, or the society goes on growing, goes on developing. This is the shloka. That's why the inspiration, the Lord Vedavyasa, Bhagavan, Shankara, Puja, Gurudev, Vivekananda, such great masters went on working more vigorously than a worldly samsari. But the difference is they were not selfishness. They didn't work for themselves. They work for the totality in their own fields. Not only in spiritual field, in the worldly fields also, the Tatas and all of them. Vigorous work. उनको क्या जितना चाहिए पैसे तो ऑलरेडी है, फिर भी क्यों करी जा रहे? So that the country is developed, so the youth are given the employment. Read that Jamshedji Tata ji ke zindagi ka pura history, how he was so noble and inspired and all that. Inspired and inspiring is his lifestyle. They're all master gems and mahatmas they are. Only one life they work like the next life to sab sant mahatma hi banenge. Everyone who works for the world selflessly in a great manner, for them the Lord has to give his own vision and experience. So therefore, they'll be given higher opportunities in the later lives. I too believe in that. If you believe or not, it's your choice. But yatha saktaha avidvamsa karmani kurvanti. Same way, vidwan also, vidwan tatha kuryatu. Asaktaha lokasangraham chikirshuhu. The difference should be between a great person and the worldly person should be only in expecting result or not expecting result. As regard the work to be concerned is equally vigorously, vitally, exhaustively, both have to work. He Bharata, Karamani Saktaha Ita Kurvanti, Vidwan, Agnaha, Vidwan also should do the same way. Saktaha Karmani Avidvamsaha Yatha Kurvanti Bharata. He Bharata Yatha Saktaha Avidvamsa Karmani Kurvanti. Vidwan Yukta Samacharan Kuryat. Kuryat Vidwan Stata Asaktaha. Chikirshu Loka Sangraham. So our idea is what? Let us integrate people. Let us energize their abilities. Let us make the common goals in the interest of the total world. Let us work towards it. This is called Yajna spirit. When such is there, the Lord Devatas also bless us. Then the whole world becomes Swarga to live. If there are only these two people of neither working or working only selfishly, that also in criminal manner, then it is the Bhayankara jungle of the cruel animals which are killing each other. See nowadays, because the knowledge of Gita etc. are not given, and also only the materialistic things are promoted, and variety of the cinema program we see only killing, looting, plundering etc. Everybody's mind, especially of the youth, are getting misguided. Therefore, their thoughts, their activities are all in such a non-positive way that there is a fear about our nation, what it will be after a couple of decades. That is why we took up this job of talking on Gita and molding the minds of youngsters in positive direction so that they make their lives also beautiful. They contribute for the beauty of the world and nation. We will not be there at that time. हम तो छोड़कर हमको पता है कितने साल जीना है. But you have to make your life beautiful. And you also, much before you leave, pass on this great baton of Gita to the next generation by practice and by preaching, so that they also get the support and don't allow their minds to get corrupted or fallen down from the human dignity to animal level. Clear? Saktaha karmani, karmani saktaha avidvamsaha yatha kurvanti. Hey Arjun, kuryat vidwan. Vidwan also should work like that. But asaktaha, without selfishness, chikirshu loka sangraham, his idea should be inspire others, integrate others. In that way, work together, achieve together. Then the next sloka. Na buddhi vedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam. Those who are interested in various karmas for getting those various results. It is good that they are at least working. On any front, don't make them lazy. Don't create buddhi veda in their minds. Don't create a difference in their own convictions. Don't create dilemma. Don't create doubts in them. See, did I in my last today 64 today class एनी डे से कि बेटा तुम लोग पढ़ाई वढ़ाई सब छोड़ो, नौकरियां छोड़ो, मेरे साथ आ जाओ, मैं तुमको योग सिखाऊंगा, ज्ञान सिखाऊंगा, ध्यान सिखाऊंगा, ब्रह्म सिखाऊंगा. Even though that is my main profession, that is the main goal. But even though it is so great, everybody should not be told that, no. First, you have to stand on your feet and be a contributor to the world. Then, when you grow through all these things, then naturally you will come here, we'll teach you. I never told you, सब त्याग करके आ जाओ, संन्यास देता हूँ. That is not. It's a Buddhi Vedam creation. Then you will not work, seeing you others won't work, and then nobody is working. As I told you just now, India will fall in its economic condition. There is no money to eat, then you become loot or plunder. Then the parents suffer, your next generation suffers. Remember, spirituality is a complete knowledge. First, it makes us succeed outside, then contribute to the world at second stage, then slowly withdraw, then enter into spirituality completely. A one who escaped or never worked or never succeeded in the outer world and contribution to it, he can never truly progress in spirituality. Clear? Never have any doubts regarding this. Don't get carried away. Anybody talking anything at any time, use your brains. Even don't believe what I'm saying also. अपना दिमाग सोच यूज करो, फिर विचारणा करो, then do some things practical and you see. Then come to your own conviction and stick to them, make them your nature or habit. Thus be a contributor, be a person of successes. So na buddhi vedam janayet. Don't create buddhi bheda, dilemma in the minds of those. Who are they? Ajnanam karma sanginam. Those are interested in the karma phala, therefore they are doing the karma, various professions. On the other hand, if you are a jnani, if you are matured, what you should do? Joshayet sarva karmani. You do it, Joshayet sarva karmani, encourage them, inspire them, aur kaho beta, aur bhi karna. Vidwan yuktaha, he himself is remaining steadfast, samacharan, he himself participating with them, he should encourage only. A great leader is he who prompts the people, promotes the people to work actively, dynamically in the world while himself performing. Joshayet means Josh Baro. Sarva karmani, in all the actions, the youth especially. Vidwan, if you are a wise person. Yuktaha, keeping in mind what is the goal and what is to be done. Samacharan, you yourself work. You know, खुद काम करते हुए, सबको encourage करते हुए, पहले before going into the spiritual field, first come out of your lethargy. Second, don't allow the lethargy to creep in. Third, work from selfishness first. Thereafter, later on, for selflessly. But never ever continue to be selfless, nor stop working. So you as a wise person should encourage the people who are working. And you also take part in them. So, Ajnanam, Karma Sanginam, Buddhi Vedam na janayetu. Don't create dilemma, confusion in them. Joshayet sarva karmani. Encourage them in doing their works. Vidwan Yukta Samacharan himself become an example by practice. Like how many hundreds and thousands of youngsters must have come to us. We don't them overnight. बेटा सब छोड़कर बाबा जी बनो. ओ उससे मेरे को भी नुकसान है. अब सब बाबा जी बनोगे तो मेरा कंपटीशन बढ़ेगा. Is it not? अभी इतना कंपटीशन से परेशान हो रहा हूँ मैं. In every language, so many people with all variety of ways they are talking in all shastras. Therefore, nobody comes to me. I'm already in this competition. मजाक में कह रहा हूँ स्पिरिचुअलिटी में कंपटीशन नहीं होता इट इज अलोन टू अलोन ऑल अलोन there's nobody other than me in my pursuit to reach my own self excellence so just you must know it but I'm just joke में मजाक में बताते हैं so many came to us in our life. We always tell only this one, Beta, you are such a resourced person. You are helped by your parents and all. First, prove yourself in the worldly achievements. But not to get fully lost in that, losing the track, listen to our Geeta. Keep yourself updated regarding your ultimate goals as well as your maturities regarding how you have to perform in the world. See to it that you don't fall, you don't collapse, you don't get derailed, you don't get distracted. So we here concludingly saying, youngsters, take up your life's careers, learn all the skills, enter into them, be a masters of your inner and outer, all situations and circumstances and abilities and talents, and while performing, excel for yourself and serve the world also. Let that way be you. And when this is done in due course of time, when those perfections, acmes, achievements are achieved, the divine is already watching you then he will see to it that you are slowly molded with same activeness dynamism into spirituality where you become more and more studious about the shastras the in-depth knowledges that are given in them while learning them you enter into your deeper sadhanas of meditation contemplation realization etc वो तो होगा ही बाद में होएगा फिलहाल work in the world so these two shlokas सक्ताः कर्मणि अविद्वांसः यथा कुर्वन्ति हे भारत कुर्यात विद्वान तथा असक्तः चिकीर्षु लोक संग्रहम सेकंड न बुद्धिभेदम जनयेत डोंट डिस्टर्ब the conviction of the youngsters when they are working in their various careers and fields on any front don't disturb their faith na buddhivedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karma Vidwan Yuktaha Samacharan. That's how these two are the beautiful shlokas. Now, a little more spiritual thoughts keep coming in the next few shlokas. And in this next portion of Gita, from 27 to the what is the number 43. So, next 15 or 16 shlokas. The glory of Swadharma will be spoken for some time. Then, glory of how we have to work in the present with absolute presence of mind to perform in such a great manner that nobody can avoid the success. Those techniques will be told to us. Towards end in this chapter, Arjuna puts up a big important question which is valid and relevant to everyone in the world. He knowingly also why the people are committing sins. What is that bhuta? What is that preta? What is that devil? What is that rakshasa? Who is prompting us to be criminal or negative? Bhagavan gives such a beautiful answer, and it is 6-7 shlokas thing. But I don't know how many days I take. I love my youngsters, therefore I don't want them to be denied of this great knowledge. So maybe at length I will discuss those shlokas. It will be little heavy, you may sometimes may feel that you are placed wrongly etc yet with your faith on me and Geeta and Krishna and your own future if you come with that readiness to learn those beautiful wisdoms are given gain them make your life first of all and after all and overall what is our only purpose of these classes are each of you who are listening should be empowered with such an intellectual knowledge and conviction that you don't even fail even in the dream also even once and your successes are first in your career second in your contribution third in your service later on in spirituality having said so with my gratitudes and wishes I conclude here just with a commitment to come tomorrow again with another topic. Thank you, one and all. Wherever you are, my dear listeners, my continuous, constant, regular, incessant prayers and wishes are there. Let none in the world disturb you. Let nothing in the world distract you. Let no occasion arise in your life to demoralize you or give any pessimism or misery to you. May everybody around you love you, befriend you, trust you, inspire you, encourage you, cooperate with you, contribute to you. See to it that you become so beautiful, wonderful. That's what are my prayers every moment. Thank you.